Welcome to another revisit of Power Rangers Dino Thunder, or in this case, a long overdue one. For today's episode, we'll be taking a look at Beneath the Surface. This episode pretty much involves around Elsa having a bit of a connection towards Tommy Oliver, and while it may not immediately seem as attractive or as romantic as it might think, it does show the fact that she, despite having some sort of attachment towards him, is not willing to admit it because she thinks he's too good. And that's even something she mentions near the end of the episode, spoiler alert. But that being said, this episode was pretty much alright. I mean, all it basically is just the Rangers, Tommy, and Elsa going on a field trip to get some dinosaur bones. They discover a dino egg, and during a fight with the minions, or the Trino drones, the fake egg gets taken by the Rangers while the real egg is under the possession of Elsa, who pretty much had to act a bit of a play of sorts, and pretending she's sort of this like a damsel in distress type of character, just to hide the fact that she's really Elsa. And performances so far are pretty good. I mean, I kind of like the way the characters interact, something that we wouldn't get that often in terms of the Neo Saban era, because they're more likely try to make the sort of scenes more in the line of Bulk and Skull, whereas here, the humor was pretty much natural and better handled than it would be with the Neo Saban era. Either way, it's a pretty basic episode. Like the way they get the Zord is like simple, but I guess that's like kind of expected. I will say that I did enjoy the fight between Zeltrax and Tommy, and retrieving the Dimetro was actually kind of interesting because this was the first instance, to my knowledge, where Tommy Oliver has to capture the Zord in his own possession because it was immediately brainwashed by Elsa, and I kind of thought it was going to be an instance where all the other Zords were like that. I mean, I thought the Cephalozord was going to be in a similar role, but it turns out that was not the case. And instead, the Dimetrozord is in this sort of role, which makes sense. I mean, it definitely has more of an effective attack than the Cephalozord, but both are what they are. That being said, though, I kind of wish we got to see the green color scheme that the main three Dinozords got in the first episode. But I guess for budget restraints, that wouldn't be the case. Although it did make toys of the Dimetrozord in the green color scheme. Only in Japan, of course. But beyond that, the fight with the Megazord is alright. It does get more interesting when we get the saw blade attack, as well as the rare fireball from the Trino head. But this one's pretty simple. I will say that there are some things I did like from the episode, such as the way Tommy Oliver had some sort of interaction with Elsa. I mean, obviously, we don't know at the time if he was willing to be with Kat or not. Of course, Super Ninja Steel, whether it's because they wanted to actually go with that route or just for the sake of fan service, including Catherine, which I can't complain about. And of course, just seeing the way the duo of comedic characters in the form of Devin and Cassidy were trying to make themselves look as reporters was humorous and appreciative after some of the not as funny stuff from the Neo Saban era. But it's an alright episode. Not much else to say about, but I'm pretty sure the next few episodes will be a lot more interesting. So I'll see you guys in those ones, and I apologize for being long overdue, so goodbye.